is 11:09 on a Saturday night. All my friends are at the bar and I am in my apartment by myself, improvising a YouTube video because I waited until the last possible minute because I'm straight out of content. And I just spilled toilet water all over my legs and brand new carpet. Please don't ask me how the toilet water got outside of my toilet. How's your weekend going? Welcome back! I just want to take a second to be a cliche and rant about high school. And I know what you may be thinking, hey Gabby, didn't you graduate like 7 years ago? But the other day, and if you follow me on Snapchat, you already know this because it just struck a chord that day. There was a teacher who used to say something almost every day that still eats away at me. 7 years after graduation, I still am so annoyed by this man and his teachings and this dumb-ass philosophy that he tried to spew onto us every day. But first of all, let me just start by saying that I hate high school so much. And I'm not just saying that to be relatable. Like, a lot of people think I'm f***ing around when I say this. No, I sucked at high school. Like, I hated it so much. I did well. I got all A's. That makes you really cool. Which, by the way, since when does being smart make you not cool? But that's like a different topic for another day. People think I'm lying, and they think that I was actually like this really cool, popular kid in high school, and then I just try to create this character of I was such a loser. No, I was such a loser. I wasn't just not elected for homecoming court. I wasn't even asked to homecoming 4 years in a row. I've never been asked to a dance. That's a true story. My senior year, my friend like kind of pity took me and I sort of asked him first. My prom, I took a junior who was dating my junior friend because she was going with a senior and she wanted him to go too. Like, I've never had a real date to a dance. This is my high school t-shirt, the Runnin' Red Hurricanes. We had a dance team and it was called the Candy Canes because Hurricanes. How cute is that? I was an alternate my first year. Yeah, so high school wasn't my sport. Also, sports weren't my sport. And I had a lot of really shitty, weird teachers because I went to a really crappy inner city public school. So let me just talk about this one teacher, okay? This was my junior year. I'm not gonna say his name, but it was my calculus class. And he always assigned the most absurd amount of homework. And we would always complain, the same complaint every time. We don't have time to do this. You can't assign us problems 1 through 200 5 times a week. Like, we can't do it. And none of us would complete it. We would come in and we'd be like, hey dude, I didn't have time to do this. And you know what else he would do? Every single person, when I say every single person, I'm not exaggerating. He would give us a test and every single person in the class will have missed the same question. And instead of as a teacher thinking, maybe A, there's a problem with the problem. B, maybe I didn't teach this problem sufficiently. That's it. I don't really have, I was trying to think of a C. I don't have one. But he would just mark us all off. And I'm just like, you're the teacher. And hey, you're a math teacher. If you have 27 students and every student misses the same problem, that is 100% of students misses the same problem. Hold on. Here's a little math problem for you. Let's call him Mr. Gilbert. Mr. Gilbert has 27 students. Of those 27 students, 27 got the wrong answer. If every student in the class got the wrong answer, what is the probability that Mr. Gilbert is a dumb who doesn't know how to teach his class and should blame himself instead of his 27 students and acknowledge the fact that he is the failure as a teacher and not his student? In calculus, you learn about equations and there's constants and variables in equations. Us students, we are the variables. We have 27 variables in our equation. You know what the only constant is? You know who X is in this equation? Mr. Gilbert. My calculations show that there is a 100% chance that you suck. But that is not even what I'm talking about. The thing that he always said that drove me up the actual wall when we would say, this is too much homework. We have to do. We are human beings. We're not gonna be able to finish this. Physically, we are incapable of finishing this. He would always say, there are 24 hours in a day. Don't tell me you don't have time. There are 24 hours in a day. This is the part that killed me. I wish that I would have had the nerve to say this when I was in high school. Okay, there's 24 hours in a day. Doctors recommend that you get 8 to 10 hours of sleep per night. But I'm gonna be generous and I'm gonna say that most students get 6 hours tops if they're lucky. So now that is 6 hours of our 24 hours already gone. Let me get my beaver. Follow along with me. I wish that I was left-handed so that I could show you my good side while I was doing this. We have 24 hours. As discussed, we're going to subtract 6 for sleep. It's 18 hours. Of those 18 hours, for 6 of them, we are stuck in this institution. So that's minus 6, which gives us 12. So hello, half of our day is already gone from school and sleep. That is not even including the time that it takes to wake up, get ready in the morning, and actually get to school and leave. So let's be really generous again and just give ourselves 2 hours for all of that. We are down to 10 hours in a day. 10 hours left. What are we gonna do with those 10 hours? Okay, let's talk about after school activities. All right, so if you have practice for some type of sport, we're gonna take 2 hours out of the day for practice if you have an extracurricular activity. Now we're down to 8 hours. Now, God forbid you're involved in any type of club, volunteer work, school committee. So I'm just gonna take a miscellaneous hour for all those people who are doing good, and we're down to 7 hours. So we have these 7 precious hours left in our day. Do we wanna eat? Maybe, but you can eat while you work, so that doesn't count. I'm not even gonna take time away for that. Do you have chores? Do your parents want you to do? Do you have to pick up your little sister from the bus stop? Let's give ourselves an hour. We're down to 6 hours. Now, how many classes do you have in high school? I think it's 6. Math, science, history, English. You usually have to have an elective. That's not including gym, lunch, and free period. So let's just say, I'll say you have 5 classes. Okay, 5 classes. Now say all of those classes give you homework every night, because believe it or not, a lot of times that's true. So 5 classes, usually homework takes about an hour a class. That leaves you with 1 hour. 1 hour of your day. Should you spend it relaxing? Should you spend it with your family? Should you maybe try to socialize or have friendships? Should you work out? Should you use it reading a book that you aren't required to have a book cover on? You have 1 hour. 1 precious hour. You know how you're gonna use it? Doing calculus homework that you're probably not gonna finish and you're gonna get a bad grade on anyways, because guess what? There's only 24 hours in a day, buddy! I'm not a big fan of homework. I am a firm believer that kids should spend a lot of time socializing, creating, painting, playing sports, meeting new people, going outside, playing Pokemon. Like, do something. When you're sitting in a prison for 6 to 7 hours a day, the last thing you want to do is go home and do more that you were doing all day. If you want kids to learn, if you want kids to succeed, let them do they want to do. But there is one thing that teacher told me that I always disagreed with, and I have to admit, I may have been wrong. I always felt like a lot of the stuff that I was learning was stupid. I thought math was stupid, and he always said, you're going to need math in your real life. And he was right. Leave your least favorite parts about school in the comments below, please. Let's rant about this because I'm relatable. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not. Give this video a thumbs up and check out my vlog channel. Thanks for watching. As always, I love you very much. Thank you for being a part of my family, and I'll see you next time.
We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control.